Hi everybody, it's Tricia, and this is going to be my second paint and chat party, and tonight we are going to paint this lovely little picture. As long as you take someone's art and change it by 10%, which will definitely change it more than that, it's okay to recreate it. Just in case anybody was wondering about copyright. So if you will give me just a few seconds, since I had a guest lined up for tonight, and sadly because of just personal things that were beyond her control, her babysitting fell through. So I'm gonna go to YouTube on my iPad, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna listen to some of my son Josh Risley's music, and then we will get to painting. Let me share this video with a few people first. Make sure that my live is coming through. Don't see it yet. That is the biggest issue with me, is just techie stuff like that. That's just not my, it ain't my thing. So give me 1 second and I'll get us going here in a minute. Let's see if my live is there. I am, yay! Woohoo! I'm horizontal, right? Yeah, because of the horizon goes across. I'm like, wait, vertical, horizontal? I always have to do that. Do you guys have to do that? Oh, somebody's watching me. It's probably myself. Come on, little iPad. I want to hear some music. Maybe I should have set that up before I got started. Here we go. Picture Me Free. That's Joshua's YouTube channel. And it's just all one word with no spaces. Oh, no wonder I'm going to YouTube TV. Silly me. I'm just gonna go to YouTube and get some music going. I like to paint to music. Sorry I didn't already do this. I'll share this in a second though. I haven't even shared it to my page and to the other sites that I'm going to share it to. I just had this idea from watching different live parties. I was like, that looks so much fun, just to like be live in front of a bunch of people and just talking about the things that you love to do or selling what you love to sell. And it just captured my interest. I was like, that just seems like that would be a lot of fun and something that I would enjoy doing. And definitely I am excited about my party, and plan on doing it every week. I have different guests lined up for from now until the middle of December, and I'm super sad that my guest didn't get to come tonight, but she will reschedule for sure when she gets all that babysitting stuff lined up. Why when you like just need to do something really simple where your device does not work? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna do it from my computer instead of trying to do it on there. Here we go. Sorry, you guys. I'll get going here in a second. I'm just so happy that like I even got myself up and running. Because yesterday, not yesterday, but, oh, now you're going to play some music. Thank you, but no thanks. Go away. Here we go now. All right. Yay. And then I'm going to share this with my page and a couple of the live party pages. Hi Tony, hi Michelle, hi Colleen. Colleen, I'm like lost without you. I'm just trying to get like things going so that I can share this. I've got to share it on my page. So y'all enjoy this beautiful song while I do that. This song is literally the words of the poem for the Statue of Liberty. Hi! Blank canvas. Some exciting stuff is going to happen. I am going to have prizes tonight. I'm going to make us a cocktail. Give me un momento, por favor. Let me share this. Hi, Tricia. It's so weird when you like look at see yourself. Ew. All right, here we go. Share. A piece of liberty. Alright, and that's been shared to my timeline, and now I'm going to share it to these live parties. Colleen, they accepted me. I'm so happy. Oh, because I'm doing it from my page. I've got to do it from Added Touches. That's why. There we go. Live Party Addicts. I'm going to share to them. How exciting! Oh, Nikki, we want you to come paint with us. Hi, Danny. How are y'all? Are y'all going to paint with me tonight? Let me do one more share. I hate when people are doing live parties and they do this. It's so goofy. But you have to do it because you've got to, you got to get yourself out there. If you're going to do this, go for it. I got to share as Added Touches. And then the other group is Live Parties. Boom. Okay. So somebody let me know that, Colleen let me know that it's on my page. So I think I've shared enough. Tonight I'm going to feature, what did I do with it? Let me grab it. Where did I put it? I have lost my mind. Here it is. Da 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 da. I wanted to share one of my favorite vodkas with you guys. It's going great, Danny. Thank you so much. I love me some good old Texas Deep Eddy vodka. This is ruby red, so it has a little bit of a grapefruit flavor. And I'm gonna make a very simple cocktail for myself while I paint. I love to sip and paint. This is Sips and Strokes, y'all. So just one good pour of some Deep Eddy's Blood Orange, ruby red. Oops, Pickers vodka from Nashville is really good too, and it is called Blood Orange. But Deep Eddy, sorry Texas, you win. That ruby red's delicious. And I'm just gonna add a little ginger ale to it. Nom nom nom. All right, got my cocktail ready. And here in a second, I will tell y'all about some prizes that I'm going to kind of raffle off. That's the other thing. I need to share that link. Cheers. It's a good night to paint, don't you think? Okay, we'll try not to be too country. All right, let me get that. If you go to Added Touches by Tricia.com, that's my website. That I started doing the history of Baby Alive dolls because that's what I used to sell the most on my eBay toy store. However, Baby Alive has become saturated. The market is absolutely saturated with it. So I'm just going to use my website for whatever I feel like doing. And tonight I'm going to sell you can add your name into the pot to win prizes for $1. So for every dollar you get added. And I will put that link right now in the comments. Bam. Okay, y'all spend $1. Buy into the raffle, and in a minute I'll tell you what I'm gonna I need to pin that. How do I pin it? I don't know. But if you're on my page and oh, that's because I pinned it on Tricia Williams' page. I need to pin it on Added Touches. Now this is my second live party ever. Things will get better. Things will get quicker. Maybe. I promise. I hope. I feel pretty good about it. And I'm so sad I don't have any guests. Colleen is writing some music right now. If she gets done, yeah, there it is. It's in the comments. I wish I knew how to, like, I just need to pin that. Oh well, it's okay. But if you're on Added Touches by Tricia page, that link to addedtricias.com is there over and over. Thank you. Love and likes are awesome. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to paint this picture. So last time we talked about that the first thing you're going to do with any painting is to start with the thing that's furthest apart. And in this picture, obviously, it's the sky. And this sky is blue and white, and it has tiny touches of pink in it. So we're just going to start with just filling the entire canvas with a little bit of pink, white. Look at my expensive, not canvas, but my palette. I use a styrofoam plate, and that way I can use as many as I want. I'm going to put a nice big blob of white. When you're painting, white and black are the most important colors. We're listening to Josh's new song. It's called Let It Rain. I'm going to put just a little blue. Not even going to worry about the pink yet, but I am going to put this tiny touch of red because I'm going to put just a little bit of purple tone. And so when I blend the white, the blue, and the red, I'll get a nice purple tone. So I'm really going to start with just a very light blue. And I'm just going to fill this canvas. And you just want to do fun, like, just strokes, little short strokes. I think that this original painting, Hi Melody, was done with oils because you can see the thickness and the strokes. That's really easy to do with oil paints. It's not as easy to do with acrylics. Acrylics are just cheap and fun. It's just everybody's easiest medium to use, and I love it. I have done before a this is crazy, and we'll do this one day. Do you like my Totality shirt? It's from whenever we had the eclipse here in Nashville. And I found it at Goodwill. I think I paid 99 cents for it after the eclipse. Alright, let's get to painting. Oh, what I was going to tell you is that if you want to make acrylic paint look more like oil paint, seriously, add just a little bit of cornstarch, dry cornstarch. If you just mix it in your paint, and not much, it'll thicken up, and it literally will, it'll make those lovely streaks in your painting like oil painting. You see how I picked up just a little bit of the pink, and it just comes out kind of pinkish purple? So one of the things that you could win tonight if you enter my little raffle, my little giveaway is this painting that I'm going to do of the new Bob Ross. Yay! I love this brush, you guys. I bought this last week. It's a Royal and Langnickel. So fabulous. Huh, Kelsey? I keep seeing pictures of your little girl and it moves me because it makes me think of you and Emily and your little cheerleader selves. Oh my goodness. She's beautiful and I'm really proud of you. And I hope you'll come paint with me one day. Would you do that? Okay, so y'all tell me, whenever you're watching a live party, do you hate when the host like sees who's watching and calls them out, or do you like it? Because I kind of think both. Like, sometimes I want to watch people and I want to be anonymous. I don't want them to even know I'm watching. I wish it, but it tells you. It literally, it's like, oh, Kelsey Scarrett's watching. Awkward. Anyway. Sorry if I call you out and you don't want to be called out. Huh, Sarah? Did you know I painted? That's the thing. Everybody at the Dinner Detective, where I perform, were like, oh, and at the catering. I catered with Kristen Winston Friday and Saturday night. They were like, you paint? What? That's so weird. Yes, I paint. Give that little bunny a love for me, Farrah. Farrah, one time, Buster Bunny, he loved whenever we had a fire in the fireplace. And so he would like get as close as he dared and lay across the hearth. Like he would stretch out long and just lay there and roast. And one day, we were watching TV or whatever. It was really cold outside, and we had a fire in the fireplace. All of a sudden, Buster Bunny took off running. We're like, what happened? He was asleep. And then when I went and found him, it singed a big round spot on his butt. It was like melted fur. And it was brown, but it didn't get down to his body because his fur was so thick. But Farrah, he had, like it slowly grew out, but he had this big yellowish brown spot on his butt for months and months. Kelsey, yay! Your daughter, y'all can both come paint. I'll show you both how to paint. Okay, let me show you what is going on here. Again, Picture Me Free is the music in the background. Obviously, that's a cover. Hope I don't get nailed for that. I don't know what happened in the fire, but he singed his fur, and as soon as he started feeling the heat, he bolted. There is one of my art students watching. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Do you want me to call you out? Is that okay? I love you. I'm not blonde and skinny anymore. Listen, one of my good friends from South Carolina, her name is Allison, and I noticed that she was selling jewelry on Facebook Live, and I would watch some of her videos, and I was just like, I would be really good at that. And then I just started Googling live parties, and there's like all these different kind of live parties, and they're so crazy. There's my niece. I love you, Michaela. Y'all come paint with me. Road trip to Nashville. 6 hours. Come on. But anyway, so I saw one of my old high school friends selling on Facebook Live. Then I started Googling parties. And I started going to their websites, and I was like, hold up. They're keeping a fraction of the money that they make. I would be so good at that, but I don't want to sell anything but my stuff. And really, I just want to do something for my friends, something that would be cool and fun. I don't have time to teach art classes anymore. I was like, well, why don't I just do it on Facebook Live? So I'm learning. I don't even know how to like pin stuff. Oh, Michaela, we do need to catch up. I look at every single picture that Matt posts, and I love you with all my heart. And you're beautiful. And I love you. I love Facebook for that reason, that I can keep up with my family. Alex, you're so sweet to say that. How are you? What are you doing? Like, what's going on with you? Are you married with children? Are you still in college? I've lost track of time. Are you, I'm trying to do, like, let me think of the math. Are you 26? One of my old art students is watching that I haven't seen or talked to in forever. Forever. And he was very good student. I think my sky needs to be bluer. I tend to be conservative when I paint. I tend to not just jump into color. I'll like step back and go, oh, okay, I can add more. And here's why. I have a tendency of having something fantastic, and then I can't stop, and I'll keep going. And before you know it, I'm like, I should have stopped a long time ago. So I tend to be conservative so that I can add to. Yeah, all of you like and love, and share. That'll help get my algorithms going. Okay, Alex, executive chef, what? Stop, are you married? Are you married? And do you know that I'm a bartender and that I work for a really high-end caterer? I hate when these paints get clogged. Come on out, I want to use you. I'm gonna add some teal. I'm gonna put a little teal here in my sky. And a lot more white. Here we go. All right, let's color up this sky. I hope that my party grows to the point that I can have an actual like filmographer help me, especially when I have guests here, so that you can really like, you know, see what everybody's doing. All right, we're gonna get this sky a little bit darker. Not too dark, but just a little bit. I've never heard this cover. I didn't know that it was on Josh's channel. And I just noticed on the painting, I'm doing all my strokes in one direction, and these actually are in every direction. So I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. So go back through, and listen, I'm going to do this every Tuesday night, 7 to 9. Get yourself a canvas. Last week I used 11 by 14, and this week I think I have maybe 11 by 16 or something weird. I can't remember, but I just was like, I put my canvases, I had bought a bunch, and I stuck them somewhere, and true to Tricia land, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, don't know. What do you think of my sky so far? I'm going to be, you're the best art teacher I ever had. I still have some of the stuff from years ago. I'm so happy to see you. So Alex, I'm living in South Nashville. I'm engaged. I've been with the same guy for like 5 years, that's good for me. And finally, after 50 years of just going through like some horrible heartaches, horrible relationships, crazy situations, I just met like the love of my life, literally catering of all things, and am so happy, and it's just so peaceful and relaxed. Hi, Sarah. Now, Sarah used to live with me, and I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all the crazy stuff that's happened in my life. Sarah knows every bit of it, and actually was sort of like my live-in nurse bestie, just sweetheart. Sarah, I'll be forever indebted. You guys, when you're painting a background, really try to look and make sure that you've completely filled it in. You don't want the canvas to show through, tacky. So you just want to go back, and don't be afraid, you know, to just layer and layer and layer. So I'm going to keep adding. I like the little bits, and it will never be exactly like the painting that you're, yes, Sarah, you're my sister wife forever. And Sarah is actually with Caleb Merrill, who was one of my rock star, I mean, like, I felt so, I felt humbled whenever Caleb was in my classes, because I'm like, he's so much better than me. Like, I just look at something and copy what I see. Caleb was like this brilliant genius that just, woo, came up with some wild stuff. We would start a project. I think I literally said this last week on my live. I was like, what is he doing? And then at the end I would be like, that's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Wow. I love you too. Listen to Josh's pretty voice. Oh my gosh. Crystal? It's one of my child friends. I don't even want to say how long I've known that woman. But I kind of semi-keep up with you through Cindy posts. Y'all, do y'all live close together? Do y'all live close? Because looks like y'all hang out a good bit. And I'm like, that looks fun. I wish I was laying out at that pool with them. Old friends from my childhood. I think my background is a little wilder than the one in the painting now. I'm just going at it. It's almost looking stormy-ish, so I'm gonna add some white to it. I was like, I need more color. Now I need more white. It's so hard, but you just have to know that whatever your background, especially skies, are so forgiving and ever-changing. Like, just like last week, Billy was obsessing over his sky, and then honestly, his painting turned out kind of better than any of ours. I mean, it was just amazing, and he had just gone crazy. And at one point, I was like, whoa, dude, that's a lot, but it did just turn out so interesting. oh no, I can't play that. I have to make sure that I'm not playing any music that is not original. Hold on. I mean, I have to play original music. Okay, here we go. This is called Say We're Equal by Picture Me Free. Joshua, my oldest son. Both of my boys are in Denver. Hi, Raven. You guys, Raven was the reason, not the reason, but I was contemplating getting my tattoo in honor of my daughter who passed in 2007 for years. Like, I had been meaning to do it. And I literally scheduled it a couple of times, and it just did not work out. Yeah, love, and like, share. But so Emily's birthday was approaching, and I was like, it's been 5 or 6 or 7 years, I can't remember exactly, and I was like, I've got to get the tattoo. And Emily had saved pictures of peacocks, and that was what she wanted. She wanted to get a peacock tattoo, and I was like, well, not until you're 18. And she didn't make it to 18, so I was like, I'm gonna get her tattoo. That's what I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get her tattoo. So I chose one of the peacock pictures, and at one point I was in Denver with the boys and went to get the tattoo and got in an argument with the tattoo guy, and Josh was like, we're getting out of here, you're not getting a tattoo here. You can't argue with the tattoo artist. And then I scheduled it with the dude that did my roommate at the time, Melanie's tattoo, and tried to schedule it, and it was going to be like a year out. It was crazy. They were just slammed. So I was like, okay, that's not going to work out. And then I'm just scrolling the internet, and I saw Raven's new tattoo, and I was like, who did that tattoo? I want to get that tattoo. Not that tattoo, but I want to find that artist. Anyway, so, hi, Raven. She has a beautiful wolf and a raven on her back. And one of the reasons Emily chose the peacock was because it's a bird of alchemy. And so is the raven. So it was kind of a beautiful story. That was a very, very, very condensed version of that story for y'all. Alright, so I think I'm fairly happy with my background. One of the things I liked about the background of this painting is it's a sky, but it didn't look like your typical sky. It was more just awesome brush strokes. So, thank you for the love. I'm going to dry that. Mine is not the same color, but that is A-okay. That's alright. That doesn't matter. Sometimes when you're painting, one of the mistakes people make when they're painting is they get their brush too wet, and sometimes the cool, like the sketchy strokes are because the brush is very dry. You put some paint on the tip of a dry brush and just kind of sketch it across, and that gives it that really pretty just brush strokey kind of yeah, it's not solid is what I'm saying. It's still kind of translucent. Hi, Shelby. Hi, Oscar. Shelby and I did theater together. She and Emily and Sarah were silly girls in Beauty and the Beast. I wasn't in Beauty and the Beast, but they were. They're so cute. Adorable. Shelby, I'm so proud of you for traveling so much and for teaching kids and being the most awesome teacher ever. I look at every one of your posts. and I'm proud of you. Even though it's not in this painting, I'm gonna blob in just a few puffy, almost kind of white cloud puffs. I'm listening to Picture Me Free on YouTube. And I'm drinking Deep Eddy Ruby Red Vodka. Cheers. Thank you for loving, liking, and sharing. Thank you so much. I'm going to try my very best to do this every Tuesday night, whether anybody watches or not. So thank you for being here. My idea is for this to also be kind of a talk show. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have guests. I've got guests scheduled for next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and you're all invited. Shelby Lynn, let me know when you can come paint with me. And Shelby, you and I need to go to San Francisco and see Kate at the theater for sure. Hi, Tracy Burton. I'm painting a picture. Here's what I'm painting. Do, 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 do. All right, I'm gonna work on this branch. So I haven't done this yet on this video, but I'll find a picture that I'm interested in painting. I'll print it out. It might not be the exact same size as my canvas, but at least, you know, just printer paper size. And then if it's a difficult painting, or even if it's an easy painting, the first thing you want to do is paint the very background. Hi, Michael. And then when you get ready to paint like the main things, Shelby, let's get, yes, I want Sarah and Shelby and Kate and all of you girls to come paint with me. You are so invited. Take your picture and fold it in half. Lainey, hi Lainey. Lainey is the daughter of my childhood best friend. Oh my gosh, her mom Susan and I, we did some crazy stuff. So now you know what's in the very middle. So neither bird touches the very middle of the page. Now we're going to find out exactly where our branch is by folding it in half this way. This is just a great way. You know, have you ever seen where they have those painting grids? Thank you for all the love. I'm assuming that's you, Michael. Now I have got my painting kind of gridded off. So literally you can fold it backward and just go, oh, okay. In the top left hand of my painting is a big bird. And the other top is half a bird. The branch is at the top of the middle line. So that's just a really cool way. If you section it off, it helps you to really see where things are. Like, okay, I'm gonna work on the branch. So in this bottom section, which the paint canvas is bigger than my picture, but you can kind of get an idea. This is the bottom corner that I'm gonna be working on. And the branch starts below the middle and all the way almost to the middle. Hi, Scott. Scott's another caterer. I have so many ties, you guys. I have bartending friends, catering friends, dinner theater friends, art student friends, old South Carolina friends. I mean, everybody does. But I think I've just been somebody that's done a lot of different jobs because I'm kind of one of those hustler people. If you're just joining me, let me just tell you right now, you can scroll down through the comments and see where I've put a link for a drawing for prizes. So before I paint the branch, I'm going to tell you about the prizes. The first prize that you could possibly win is the completed painting that I'm painting tonight. I'm literally just going to be like, number 1 is the painting, number 2 is the girl's gift, number 3 is the guy's gift, but any one of them would be awesome to use to give to other people. $1. I will put your name in the pot. There's no names in here yet. So just go to the link, pay $1 to $5,000 if you buy 500 raffles. Then that's how many times I'm going to put your name in this pot. So first drawing is going to get the painting that I'm painting. The second person is going to get, I don't know if I said guys or girls, but this will be number 2, $25 Home Depot gift card and a Skull air freshener. Woohoo! It's vanilla scented. And then the women's prize is some fabulous footies. A Sugar Skull air freshener. And if you do this, some cute earrings. 2 awesome glow-in-the-dark fingernail polishes. And, drum roll please, an angel that my mother made years ago. It's called a fallen angel, because they're a little risque. They're naked, but they're good juju. You want to hang one from your tree or from your light fixture and just keep it there year round. Anyway, if we don't have anybody enter the drawing, and if you do, be sure and comment and say that you have and how many times. All right, let's start with our branch. In the painting, the branch is very, very blue. I'm going to go a little grayer. Do the hustle. Hey, Caleb. Okay, here we go. It's kind of bluish gray. Put another blob of gray. This is blue. And you guys, you can get acrylic paint at Walmart or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm going to put a little bit of black. And another nice big blob of white. And I'm going to get a little bit smaller brush than the one I've been using, but still a nice wide flat brush to just kind of sketch my branches across. I'm just going to kind of, I don't want that red in there. I should have put that so close to the red. I'm just going to kind of drag these colors together a little bit. Just mix them a little bit like that. A little bluer than that. Just mix it around until you get the kind of the color that you want going. And like I said, the branch is really blue in the picture that I'm copying. I'm going to go a little bit grayer. And again, if you fold it so that you can see, oh, the branch goes almost right across the middle, just under the middle line. And it does not have to be exactly like the one in the picture. Just kind of meanders. It goes up a little higher. Mine definitely went higher than the picture because I did go all the way up to the center, but that is okay. I'm going to switch to a brush that I can do a little bit more detailing with. You know what this reminds me of? I used to paint, you like that ring? Teresa, I got it at Walgreens for $7.95. Yay, Walgreens! Okay, I was going to tell y'all that painting in front of everybody. So I literally just kind of sketched out a line, and I'm going to add a little bit more detailing to it, but maybe not just yet. I'm going to kind of connect a few pieces. And you know, branches aren't perfect, so they've got bumps and little, let me make sure, no, that is not Josh. I can't play, I'm going to, here we go. Let's get sorry, you have to be careful what music you're playing. This is called Lighthouse by Picture Me Free, which is my son Josh Risley. Okay. This reminds me of painting murals. I used to paint murals in people's houses and in their businesses, and you guys, it was very sort of tense because people would want to watch you, and until your painting is finished, it's going to go through some stages that are just, you know, not so cute and a little wonky. So it can be very intimidating, and I'm having that feeling. Alright, here's another little meandering branch that goes down. I'm going to paint that. And it gets thinner. As the further down the branch, it gets much thinner. I'm not crazy about the brush I'm using. Aww. Shelby, I cannot wait for you and Sarah to come. I'm so excited. I have guests are coming next week and the next week. I want to say all the way through whatever the Tuesday. I have guests through the first Tuesday of December. I'll be in. I think I'm going to be in Denver the week of Christmas, but just anything like the 1st of December, like the second Tuesday of December would be good, or I ain't got nothing in January or February, so be sure and look at that. If you look really close at the branch, there's little pink highlights, and I will go in and add those. But I don't think I'm gonna do it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and my brush is too wet. If you just get all smeary and you're just like dragging the same colors, wipe off your brush and get it back dry. Like and share, like and share, like and share, please. Just put this on your page so your friends will see it. It's hard to talk and paint at the same time. One thing I would say about painting is just don't be scared. Just jump in there and do it. Michael is gone to dinner with his daughter Katie, and they'll probably show up. He's all about it. He's so supportive, but he just absolutely feels so intimidated about painting that he's saying he doesn't want to paint. And I just want to encourage everybody that if you just sit down and follow what somebody's doing and do it with them, you'll be like, oh my God, look what I did. It's the whole concept of the sips and strokes. I'm like, we need to do some sips and strokes on Facebook Live. Just get people over the hump, over the fear of painting. It's so much fun. And one of the reasons that I want to do this is to make myself paint more. Because if I don't have pressure about it, I literally will put it off and put it off and put it off. Hey Tricia, will you make sure and tell me that this is also on my personal page and not just Added Touches by Tricia? Will you look and see and let me know? Alright, I'm going to dry that a little bit. Okay, if you're just joining me, I am recreating this painting live. Chickadees hanging out in the winter, and my colors are a little bit different. And hold on, let me switch my music so I don't get in any copyright trouble. Okay, this is an old Picture Me Freeze song. Josh will probably kill me for playing it. A commercial.
As a matter of fact, for what it's worth,
okay. So far, I've done my background. Blah, 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 blah. Some blue, some teal, a little gray, a little white. And I've just drawn my branch all the way across. And now I'm going to kind of blob in where my birds are going to go. And the way I'm going to do that is I literally am going to just white out the shape of the birds. So again, if you're just joining me, I print the picture that I'm going to paint on just a regular old printer paper size piece of paper. I fold it in 4. And that way I can see what's in each section of my painting and where things are supposed to go. So if we, there we go, that's the top half. That is what's in the right. So literally right in the whole top right hand section of the painting is sort of just a big, look, it's just almost like a big oval with just a little indentation, his little head. Hi, little chickadee. So just look at the shape. And then I'm just going to white it out. I'm just going to white in where the little bird is going to go. Get my brush nice and clean. Awesome. All right. What if Bob, what's his name, Bob Ross? If he had had Facebook, he could have done Facebook Lives. I would have painted with him. Here we go. Alright, so we're just going to think, okay, here's the whole, this bird literally is just the top half of the right corner. His little body is not all the way to the middle. That's about where the edge of his body goes. And then from the side, it's about here. He's a fat little bird. And he just kind of, there's his little legs, there's his little body. One time I was painting a jungle mural in this kid's room, and he came in there and sat up on his bunk bed, and he was watching me. And he goes, is that a jaguar or a, what else? Jaguar and a puma? I don't know. What looks like a jaguar? I don't think it was a Puma, a Jaguar, or a, somebody help me. Yes, Bob Ross t-shirt. We need a Paint with Tricia t-shirt. Anyway, this little kid was like in the 1st or 2nd grade. He was homeschooled. He came in there and he was like, is that a Jaguar or is that a Puma? And I was like, it's a Jaguar. And he was like, because Puma's spots are filled in and Jaguars have hollow spots, and you've painted both. I was like, get out of here! Go away! Okay, so we're just gonna outline the shape of the little fat bird. Here's his shape. Ooh, his little head goes in a little. So literally, I'm just sort of like blobbing in the shape of the bird. And then I'm gonna paint it white first. That's why it's intimidating when people watch you paint. They're just like, Puma or cougar. A Jaguar or a cougar. What has spots, Sarah? 2 cats that have spots. Okay, here we go. There's the shape of one bird. I'm just putting the shape in. It's almost like he has very little shape. He looks like a peanut. He looks like a peanut. Let me show you what I'm doing. Just giving myself kind of a shapy blob to go by. Doesn't look like a bird, does it?
Let's go.
It's gonna be. It's a blob that's gonna be a bird. Alrighty then, now let's see where the other bird is and kind of blob him in there. If you fold it in half, that bird takes up the other top corner. Who cares about those spots? We love kitties and puppies. Beaver will make an appearance, just letting y'all know. Every video I ever make, whether it's YouTube, Facebook Live, Beaver makes an appearance. So the other bird kind of fills in the top corner, but completely different shape. Instead of looking like a peanut, like this one, he looks more like a football with a head. So just kind of think, I'm going to blob in a football with a head. Here we go. So you can, like, okay, that's about middle. His little beak's going to go about right there. And he's standing up off the branch a little bit more than the other bird is right out on the branch. This bird is a little bit higher, so start your kind of bird football shape here-ish. There's the bottom half. And then we're going to make the shape of his little head. And then his wing. I'm not going to color in all the shape of his wing, just a little bit. I'm just giving myself some guideline to go by when I come in and fill in the color of the birds. So by folding my paper and distinguishing exactly where all the different parts of this painting are, and then looking at the shapes, I've just filled in the shapes of where the 2 birds are going to go. Cool? Yeah. A peanut and a football with a head. Yes! And then, I'm going to kind of dry those a little bit. Oh, let me hold my old lady fat. Oh, I need to plug in that phone. Y'all are going to have to give me un momento, por favor. Close that. I'm getting low on battery. I meant to plug it in. I didn't do that. But got the charger right here. Don't want to lose ya. Feel like a superstar. Okay, well this less passing to Tricia. This board only reaches that far, but I think I'll adjust it. Okay. The joys of being live. It's crazy. Okay, let's see.
Fine, really good. No, perfect.
Do.
Make your writing sharp or explicit.
Are we good now? Okay, now let's just look at exactly what colors are in the bird. So there's some sort of orangey yellowish, some blue, and we're just gonna do a bunch of little strokes. This is cream. You got the dark, like the black and the blue. So just to have a guideline, let's do these dark areas first, and that'll sort of give us a reference point to work from. So I'm gonna fill in his little head and then his neck. That's what I'm gonna do next. And I'm gonna use a medium-sized pointed brush. Nope, I don't know you. I can't play your music. Sorry, guys. Here we go. This is another loop of Bittersweet Symphony by Picture Me Free. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to fill in the little heads and the neck rings. And I'm going to start with dark blue, and then I'll go back in and add whatever color I want. Sometimes when you're painting, it's hard to trust yourself. That when you just really like look at the shape of exactly where the dark color goes, and you look at like what's in between there, and you're like, oh, that's sort of like a funky triangle in there. And as you can see, mine is not as triangular shaped, so I'm gonna like pick it up a little bit. And then his wing, the blue part, comes across here. Just have to really analyze what you're doing. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Hi, little Chickadee. When I lived down in Columbia at Rock Springs Road, I had a couple of acres, and one of the things that I loved to do was just feed the wild birds. Oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. I kept a little notebook. Emily and I kept a notebook of like what birds had visited. We saw some amazing birds. I like birds. Alright, so that's the navy blue, the blue part on him. I'm going to add a lot of details to it, but now we're going to look at the other bird. So his, same thing, just sort of an oval with a little whoop around the back. Hi, Nikki. I hate when people are doing lives and they call me out, so sorry if you didn't want me to call you out. I'm painting chickadees. We did the background first. Show everyone how you can print out your picture, fold it in 4, and then by that way you kind of have an automatic little grid of like what is in each section. Oh, in this top corner is just this one big bird. Underneath that bird is just his tail, piece of the branch and some berries that we haven't painted yet. It's a great way to just section off your painting. So what's in the middle? Berries. The birds are in the two top halves. You just kind of want to be able to really look. I think people just start trying to paint stuff without looking at shapes and analyzing colors. So we are trying to look at shapes and analyze colors. While listening to Picture Me Free, my son. Also, be light with your strokes. You can kind of like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you just painted solid, but just kind of lift the brush so you'll get that little tiny illusion of like little feathers sticking out. See what I mean? And different brushes are better for that than even the one I'm using. Alright, so that's the top of his head, and then you think about his little beak is going to go right there. And then he's got a little necklace, and it really just goes straight across. It gets thinner towards his back. There's his little beak, and this part's really dark. Just got a little band. The wonderful thing also about acrylic paints is like, I could paint this just black and then come back in and add the blue highlights. Acrylic dries really fast, so if I just completely messed up a bird, I could let it dry and just paint sky right back over it. Maybe I'd have to dry it, paint another sky back over it, but I could completely paint over anything. You can't do that with oils, and you can't do that with watercolors. In my opinion, watercolor is the most difficult paint to use of all, and it is my absolute favorite, and probably the medium that I am the worst at, but I just think it's beautiful. But it definitely is not like, I don't think it's Facebook Live friendly. As opposed to this, if you get a canvas next week and join me at 7 Tuesday evening, honestly, just paint with me. Do it. You can do it. If you notice, this line comes down, and it also sort of is inside of the white edge. So don't bring it all the way to the edge, just almost, until you get to the bottom, and then it does come to the edge. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint him a tail. Again, if you fold it and look at the bottom, like, okay, so the little tail just comes right down. It's almost right in the middle of the bottom square. And look, it's just a triangle with just a little indentation in the bottom. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, so that's the first little part of his tail. Now let's look at the other bird and see where his tail's going. Look, he's got a pink tail and it just goes boop right out the back of his wing. Okay, and I will lift his wing over that after it dries a little bit. So now you guys, I'm just gonna put in some, I'm gonna put the beaks, I'm gonna go with the beaks next. And they're just tiny little blue triangles, so that's easy. You got this. Not that dark. And my palette. Mix it all up in there. And I honestly like to not fully mix my colors. I leave them sort of just blobbed all in there so that when I paint, it pulls through different, like multiple different colors. I love that. No, we don't want to hear you. Sorry. All right, here we go. Put another. That's an old picture made for recently.
Can help your writing connect with
Little
others.
triangle beak.
Giving you suggestions based on who you're speaking to. It's going to help them understand what you're trying to say. Grammarly ensures your writing is mistake-free and clear, as well as more interesting, or better yet, more enjoyable.
Honestly, think that looked like a I don't like that brush. It's a little bigger than I wanted, but that's okay. I'll show you. It looks like he's going, but it's okay. All right, let's do the other beak on the other side. Just a little blue beak. There's his little beak, and now I'm gonna put a white circle, just a white spot where his eyeball will go. Oh, what happened to my music? Go away. Go away, please. I want to hear the music. Okay. Now, look at the bird. Where's the middle of his head? So the eyeball is almost in the middle. A lot of times people want to put eyeballs in weird places. His eyeball, there goes Beaver, is just boop, dropped down. Not directly in the middle, just a little bit to the left of the middle. So here's the middle of his head. Just go over a little bit. We're just going to put a big round spot right here. Is that you, Michael?
No.
Nope. All right, and then the other little bird, so if this is the arch of his head, there's the middle, goes straight down, and it's a little bit further, like right just across from his little beak. Here we go. How was dinner?
Good.
Right here, your sister Nikki's watching me.
Cool.
Say hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nick. What's up, Nick? Katie and I just got back from dinner.
Yay! Alright, so you guys, I've got my shape of my birds, I've got their beaks, I've got a spot where their eyes gonna go, I've painted in their tails. Now you just have, all you have left to do is just go in and fill in the detail. So you just really look at your picture and just study all the different colors. Like there's a little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow, and you're just gonna fill in all these pretty colors and add a bunch of detail. So, and it's just stroke, 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 stroke. So you can start with really anything you want. I'm just gonna go at it, and you guys can watch me. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of this mustard color. Gonna give myself some more white. I've already got lots of blue and black on there, and my red is still good, so I can blend that for pink. What other colors? Honestly, it's all a variation of just these few colors. It's just all a variation of those. I'm gonna use a very dry, small, straight brush to just pull out those colors. And it doesn't have to be exactly like the painting, but if you'll see, the back part of this bird's cheek is kind of yellowish, so we're going to start there. Some people try to be funny when you're trying to do your work. Ah! All right, that could happen. Ruh-roh. Okay, I've had like old art students stop in to say hi. Family, my niece Michaela, my Sarah that you've heard so much about. She and Shelby are going to come paint with me sometime soon. I'm going to put in some pink. Hi, little birds. And just don't be afraid of color. Just like, whoa, go color. I'm going to do their little legs last. Katie, you don't want to come paint with me?
I'm doing it right now. You started without me.
Did you say you started without
She
her?
said you started without me.
She had an opportunity. You should. One ring. One ring.
Okay, let me show you. Hi, Angela. Alright, I blobbed in my background. I blobbed in the bird shapes, and now I'm just adding some colorful details to my little birds. Haven't painted the berries yet. I just put white spots where their eyeballs are gonna go, and we're just gonna keep on painting. Ah, who said they're sorry I'm late? Oh, it's okay. You can watch it anytime. It ain't a thing. Alright, so I was telling everybody that if you'll just print off your picture, fold it in half, and then you'll have an automatic little grid of like, oh, in this right hand corner is just a big like blob of a bird, and I just painted in a big white shape. First of all, I painted my background, then I meandered my branch across, which, look, the branch is pretty much all in the bottom half, and then this little bird is in the left half. If you isolate your sections like that, it makes it much easier to place everything correctly. And then it doesn't matter. I don't even need to refer to this anymore. I'm just going to add some pretty colors, but I will refer back to it. I love what she did, so yeah. And each week I will post the picture that I'm going to paint for the next week, so you'll have time to print it off and to look at it. Hey Colleen, thank you. Okay, with this little skinny flat brush, I'm just pulling some color through his little wing and his little body. Hi, little bird. Beaver, come on, Beaver. All right, this is the Beaver section, the segment. Come here.
With grammar,
Come on.
you can find really good. No,
Beaver wants to say hi.
or explicit.
Big boy. Oh, he smells like country ham tonight. Say hi. Hi. Do you like the birds, Beaver? Beaver's so awkward. What up? Okay, that's all for Beaver tonight. See y'all later. We'll snuggle some later. Bye, Beaver. You stink. Get you on PBS. No. I have big aspirations for this show. Gonna have guests every week to chit chat with, but my guest canceled on me yesterday afternoon, and that's okay. She had some family stuff that her babysitting fell through. Been there, remember that. So I ain't judging, but it definitely will be a more fun show when I have people here painting with me live. Angela, tonight I am drinking a very simple cocktail, and it's so good. I'm drinking Deep Eddy's Blood Orange. I'm sorry, Ruby Red. Listen, Pickers is from Tennessee, and they make Blood Orange. This is Deep Eddy from Texas, and it's Ruby Red. Do y'all have this at your bar? It's so good. It's so yummy. So I just have a regular pour of that topped with ginger ale. That is what I'm drinking tonight. And I can make one cocktail last for 2 whole hours. I just like to sip, 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 sip. All right, we're gonna put a little bit more yellow on my baby bird. Needs a little more highlights. Are y'all enjoying my son's music? Go to picturemefree.com or Picture Me Free on YouTube. Please shop in my toy store. My business page has nothing to do with painting. It's all about, well, now it does, but it's all about my toy store, my eBay toy store. So before you go to Walmart and buy some cheap new toys, look at all my cool vintage toys. Just pop on to the shop now button. Hi, little bird. I'm not real happy with how that turned out. Hey, Michael, will you do me a favor? Will you come change out my water? It's so gross. I've got so much dark blue. Get my brushes out of it. If you'll just switch that out. My lovely assistant. Kate, when you come for the holidays, you, me, Shelby, and Morgan need to go paint with Tricia. Yes, you do. What a talk show that will be. Epic. It will be epic. I'm going to make y'all a specialty cocktail. I'll have to get a wide angle. We need to schedule that. Kate, let us know when you're coming. We'll schedule that because I will get a wide angle lens so we can include the whole room. Right now, literally my little phone camera can accommodate like 2 other painters besides me. Alright, let's see. I think that I'm just about done with this bird's, the variations of his colors. Now I gotta do this one. Josh will kill me. I'm playing some of his old music. I love it. And y'all hear hear Michael in there talking to Katie. You're on my show and you don't even want to be.
He does all the vocals. He does all the.
Oh, he's bragging about Josh.
It's crazy.
It's really,
She likes Rain.
I do.
Rain, it's my favorite one so far.
It's really good.
It's so incredible. Thank you for saying that. Joshua, Katie's in there talking about how much she loves Rain. It's incredible. Getting some details going. Alright, I still haven't painted their little feet. Alright, and let's see. Yeah, it has a little bit of color in his cheeks. Oof. Always pay attention to, like, when you're looking at your painting that you're using, like which directions the strokes are going in. And so just drag your paintbrush in little strokes across there. You don't want to like color it in and, you know, blob it up. You want to maintain those pretty little strokes. The illusion of feathers for this picture. There's little tiny spots of pink all throughout. Let me just see really quickly if this is on. Give me 1 second. Huh. Yeah, there I am. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I was on the Party Addicts page. They don't care. They just want to buy stuff. Do the birds have names? Not yet. I can't name something like this until it's fully come to fruition. And so far, these birds are just still a little too much blobby-ish. But they will have names. I've only got about 30 more minutes, so I kind of need to pick it up. Pick it up. Put in some, I'm going to darken that up just a little bit. What? Are y'all trying to get my attention? What you need? What, honey?
We have names.
Oh, for the birds?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down. Unless it's
Alan and Steve.
Oh, you think it's two boy birds?
Yeah.
Alan, is this Alan? Is this Alan? Alan!
Steve!
Hold on, I don't have the rights to that song. No to that song.
You're welcome.
We need to listen to Let It Rain again, because that's what Katie and Michael were just talking about, how much they love this song.
Turn it up, babe.
think my... Oh, it will go louder. Okay, we'll do this one loud. And listen to loud music while I paint some details. I'm going to paint some little birdie feet. I'm going to use a small round brush to paint in some birdie feet. Y'all give me, hey Michael, y'all give lots of likes and loves to jack up my my algorithms. Sarah, I love that idea. Oh my gosh. I love my tattoo. Thank you, Jacob, forever for doing this amazing peacock. This is my idea to wrap it around like the wrist. Y'all get so messy when I'm painting. Yay, somebody just bit on my baby dolls. What was I going to say, though? I want to get more, but I'm like, no. Got my tattoo done. Like, I don't need to, I'm old. I don't need to paint a bunch of tattoos. Okay, so just look at the little feet. It just choo, 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 choo across the branch. You can barely see them. And then these come down from the body and looks, it's just like two triangles at the end of two sticks. Look, you guys, it's so hard to like accept that these feet are so big. They go all the way down, like a little bit past the branch. That's some big old feet for some chickadees. But it looks right, so do it. And this little bird, I feel like I got this bird too high away from the branch. I don't want him to have that long of feet, because there's some long feet. So I'm going to, I'm gonna cheat and paint in a little piece of the branch to put my bird on, and that's okay. Alright, switch it up. It's very, alright, we're going to listen to Glorious.
Grammarly ensures your writing is
No,
mistake-free.
I don't want to hear an ad.
Clear.
Skip ad. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
No, maybe.
for like that.
It's another. Okay, so I just cheated and added in a branch for this bird to sit on because I didn't want his legs to be so long. And that's okay. Do some more birdie feet. So look how far back this little foot goes, all the way back to almost his little end of his little booty. So just right there, and it comes straight down. little bird's eyes. Oh, I love my little birds. Yay! So let's analyze the eyes. There is a dark black circle in the middle of, if you look really close, there's little bits of blue outside of the black circle, and then a little white iris. Hi, Colleen. Here we go. Definitely livelier and more fun with people here with me. And next week I will have an amazingly funny, awesome guest. Macy Hill will be here next week. I'm not sure who will be with her, but somebody watching from Kingston Springs. What up in Kingston Springs? Look how messy I get when I'm painting. Alright, so I'm going to do my 20 little black eyeballs. Geometrical shapes like circles and squares are the hardest thing to paint. Debbie Miller Downs, you should watch. Debbie, join me next time. It'll be every Tuesday from 7 to 9. It'll catch on. I ain't worried. I ain't worried about it. I ain't sweating. Okay.
It's not tight. I can feel it.
Tyler, with Grammarly's help, is
No,
trying
we
to
don't want
impress
to
his
hear
boss.
ads.
After
Go
that time he
away.
told her, I'm a suppository of information.
Next week I will have my Spotify ready, so I don't have to deal with these ads.
I'm driving to Tennessee. I got my good friends and my dog with me. I'm happy. I'm feeling good.
Alright, so I've got the black parts painted of their eyeballs. And I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of blue on either side, even though I kind of love how it looks, so I might not mess with it, other than just always put, see the little white shining in my eye? That's what wakes up something and makes it go live, is when you are a person, if you're painting a person or an animal, and you paint their eyeball, the white spot wakes them up.
Here are your photos. Just
I'm listening to my son Joshua.
I'm looking as far as I can see. I got no roadblocks out in front of me. I'm headed. I said I'm headed to a musical city tonight. And though the rain may come down,
I'm almost done with this one, you guys. Okay, I'm going to take a really tiny round brush with a small tip, and I'm going to just put in a little bit of blue on either side of their eyeballs. I like it. Okay, now we're gonna make them come to life. Let me turn this down. So Angela auditioned for an independent musical movie short film. And I got the part of the mother, and so that film's on my birthday weekend. And it's really cool. I got the script, and it's kind of like a rock opera. The whole thing is in music. I was like, why in the world would they cast me? I'm not that good of a singer. I'm a good actress, I'm not that good of a singer. But I have one one line to sing. So they were a little more concerned with, I guess, just the look of me with the daughter and maybe the acting skills as opposed to the singing. But I'm excited. It's called Nina, and I'm super excited about it. I love the girl that wrote it. Just made me think of like Emily and all her friends back when they were like in their 20s. They're just so cute. No, the line that I sing, no, I'm not singing it for you. After I do it and they post it or whatever they do with it, I'll share it with you. Okay, you guys, I'm about to add my little irises to their eyeballs, and it doesn't have to be like. Boop, boop. Hello, they just woke up and they're alive. Look at that. Isn't that so awesome? Like you just add that little tiny white spot in their eyeball and it's like, now they look alive. They're alive. Woohoo! I'm going to add a little bit more detail to their Big Snow Angel. I'm not going to sing that line for you because honestly I'm not exactly sure what it is now. It was something like, we're waiting for, we need you to help us in the morning is the words of the line. It's about a girl who, is supposed to follow in her family's footsteps and be, own her father's business, and she wants to be a potter. Isn't that cool? And so there's a grandma, a mother, a daughter, and a son. And I'm the mama. So that's what I'm doing for my birthday weekend. Michael kind of already took me out for my birthday. He took me to a, unbelievable, we went to a Journey's cover band that was just so good. They were so good. That guy could sing. He had it. It was awesome. Y'all are having too much fun without me in there. I don't know what's going on in the other room, but it must be. I'm so mad that y'all are not in here with me. Take a dry brush. I'm just gonna scuff a little, I'm just gonna add a little highlights here and there. This bird is so fat. This is a fat bird. He's a happy bird. A happy bird. So if you notice in the, I haven't painted the berries. That's what it's missing. I haven't painted the berries. I forgot the berries. We need some berries on our tree.
Don't forget.
We need some berries. Ah! Look, you guys. Look how the berries are honestly not perfectly round. That is going to be a challenge for me. So I may do round berries. I don't know if I can paint a square berry. Okay, so let's look. So in this bottom right hand, there's a whole cascade of berries and then a couple of berries in the top corner. Ready for some berries? Let's do some berries. Bring on the berries, baby. Here come the berries. This is so much fun painting, and then Angela and Kim are chatting with me. It makes me so happy. It makes me happy. Alright. Kim, tonight I made one Deep Eddy ruby red cocktail, just ruby red and ginger ale. Wow, delicious, very yummy combination. All right, here we go. Here's some blobby berries. Don't judge my berries. Don't you judge my berries.
Don't judge mine.
Hey, Kay. Oh, look at those two.
Professional photographers.
No. Go away. Sorry, I have to be conscious of what the music in the background is. Okay, this is a remix. I don't even know. What is this? You Gotta Be by Desiree. Cover remix by Picture Me Free, my son, and Susan, what's up? Hi. Look how messy I am. This is the picture we're painting tonight. Alrighty then. Isn't that cute? And here's where we've gotten so far. We did the background, and we did the branch next, then we did the birds, and now I'm painting in some berries. Here we go. We got 15 minutes. I'm trying to be very diligent about 7 to 9. I'm gonna dance and paint. Okay. So if we do our little grid, there's boop, boop, a couple of little berries popping up right here. I'm just doing the shapes. I'll go, thank you, Kim, for loving my birdies. Katie and Michael named them Steve, and what else? Alan. Alan. Alan.
Have you seen the video? Steve, have you seen the video?
Yes, I have. It's a gopher, right?
Yeah, go on.
A woodchuck,
Wait, it might be
woodchuck, wood, a woodchuck.
meerkats.
Oh, did y'all ever watch Meerkat Manor back in the day? That was so funny. It was the best. So, I'm just blobbing these berries on because if you look at them closely, they are just, nobody was worried about the shape of these berries. Thank you, Miss McClellan, for not being too anal about your berries. Hi, Reed. Hi, Cuddles. Did you see Beaver? Beaver came by a minute ago and said hello. He's very camera shy. Beaver is very camera shy. But that does not stop him from having an on-camera career, because every YouTube, every live I ever do, Beaver will be a part of it.
Who's Reed?
Beaver.
Who's Reed?
What do you mean?
You said Reed.
No, I said Beaver. I said Beaver will be a part of it.
No, you said hi, Reed. Hi, Cousin.
Oh, that's Kim's little boy. That's Kim's little boy yeah. Michael got confused because he has a business.
No, I wasn't confused.
No, you did. You did.
I will cut you. I will stop painting and come in there. We're late to the party. Oh, you want to see Beaver? Is Reed still up? If he is, I'll get Beaver in here so he can say hi. Where's the beaver? The beaver, the beaver. Y'all, I get made fun of for having songs for all of my pets. Do you sing little ditties for your pets? Because I've had a little song ditty for every pet I've ever had. And for Beaver, it's the beaver, the beaver, the little beaver, the beaver. All right, I'm going to. Oh no, y'all! I can hear myself. I don't want to hear myself. That's very disconcerting. Turn that down, please. Oh, here's Beaver. Okay, Kim is read up because here comes the Beav. Come here, Beaver. Come here. You gotta say hi to Cuddles. Oh gosh, he's kind of heavy. What's up, Cuddles? What's up, Reed? Oh no, y'all want him to sing? Ooh, That's not singing.
You're not painting. You're not painting. There's not any painting going on.
Okay, that's Beaver. Oh no, I think Beaver just stepped in paint. Okay, I'm gonna add some details to my berries. I'm gonna sign this painting. I didn't do my giveaway because I don't think anybody cared. We'll add stuff as we go. I'll keep these fabulous prizes for later. Who knows where this is gonna go? But I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm having a blast. I wish you could have seen Cuddles looking at Beaver. I wish I could have too. Almost done, you guys. Listen, when you're painting anything, so just like these berries, it's so much interesting if something isn't a solid. See how these are just solid red? If you go in, just mix a tiny dot of black with your red and just add a different, like a little shading, it just makes things look more interesting. Nothing is really a solid color except fabric, I guess. So just go in, and then you know what I'm gonna have to do is connect the branches. Some of these berries are now floating in space. That's not good. So I'll go back through and add and connect with the add a little branching. Boop, boop. And berries aren't all the exact same size. I had so much fun painting for you tonight, you guys. Please plan on coming back next Tuesday night. Macy K. Hill, who is also another amazing Nashville artist, singing wise, she performed at the Dinner Theater with me. She's very funny, very lively. I'm expecting a good time, and all of you are invited to come paint with me. It's more fun when I have people with me, and my guest tonight had some babysitting issues. Been there, know that happens, and that's okay. But I think it's been good because I feel like maybe this live has been a little bit more instructional than the one I did last week. And Lord knows y'all need instructions from Tricia. I'm connecting my berries. All right, you guys. So, I'm pretty happy with my painting tonight, you guys. What do you think? Yay?
How are the things, the babes?
How are the things, the babes? How are the things? I think the things are pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit. Listen, every single night in my house, Michael Brazil and I have a party and just have so much fun. It's called love. Another one. Oh my gosh, my son has so many songs that I'm so obsessed with. This is another one. This is called Roots to the Flowers. So beautiful.
Turn it up, Tricia. Let's go out with a bang.
All right, I'm gonna paint to this song turned up, and then I'm gonna bid you all a good night. Yay, Sarah! It's like a little family reunion. I didn't even think about that this paint party, even if I'm here by myself. Did you hear him telling me what I can and can't do on my own paint party? This is the part of my painting where I kind of can't stop, and I just keep doing stuff, and then I'll be like, why didn't I just stop when I was ahead? Sometimes when you have dark paint, the best thing to do is to outline it a little bit with white. Joshua sang with the wedding cover band in Denver, and the girl that sings the harmony on this song, her name is Paige. But my time is just about up, babe. Thank you all so much for joining me. This video will be posted for the rest of eternity. So we started with this beautiful little chickadee picture that I copied off the internet, and before your very eyes I painted this, and I hope that next week you will join me at 7. Get yourself an 11 by 14 canvas and get yourself some, I'll tell you what kind of brushes you can get. These are Artist Loft brushes with the white. They are not expensive. I don't use any real expensive materials at all, you guys. There's also another kind that you can get at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They're called Golden Talkon. They have the little yellow. They have the very soft, I don't know what that material is called, you guys, but if you get it, look for the Golden Talkon brushes. They're cheap, but they have a nice smooth finish. And you will need one wide flat brush, maybe one or two like variations of sizes of flat brushes, like a medium and a small, but really you could do the entire painting that I just did with, this is probably about, what, 3/4 of an inch, and that's like a 1/4 inch. And then you're gonna want 2 round brushes, one that's kind of fat and medium but has a nice smooth tip. I think this is a Golden Talkon too. And then one that you can do really small details with. This still got paint on that one. And let me just show you, these are just cheap acrylics. You can get these at Walmart. You can buy a whole set. There's 12 in this, and it was less than $10. You can spend a lot of money on acrylics and paintbrushes and have fabulous results, but you can do it for cheap. I always use a styrofoam plate for my palette. I have a little plastic thing of water, and paper towel is your best friend when you're painting because you don't want to get your brush too saturated or too filled with paint. And that's that. So I haven't chosen the paint for next week, but I will post it tomorrow. I'm thinking a goat. I have goats on my heart, so we may paint a goat next week. Goat or donkey. Angela, I love you so much, and I'm sorry that you had a rough day, and I'm super, super happy that this was relaxing and fun for you. I just love you all to pieces, and I can't wait for you to come paint in my picture in my kitchen. I can't wait for you to come paint with me. Ha ha. Ta-da! All right, let's sign it, and then I'm gonna be out. Always get a little bit of black. Nice paint right here in the corner. Tricia. It's hard to paint letters. Ta-da! Alright, love y'all so much. Yeah, everything's backward. We're talking about how weird it is. Everything's flipped. Thank you for the loves and the likes. That helps my algorithms. Everybody join me next Tuesday night with Macy Cahill. Woo! I'm out. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you so much. Mean it.